Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today I am here with a flip through of one of the binders in my home binder system. So I'm excited for this series. I have decided in 2024 that my goal is to update my home binder system. I have already started and we're going into mid-January now, and I have decided that it's time to update this particular home binder, which you will see is my travel journal. And so it's basically my travel journal slash planner. And so I thought that I would take some time to update this one on camera. Some of the other home binders I can't really show on camera just because it has private information. This one though, I feel like doesn't have quite as much like private stuff for me to cover up. And so I thought it would be a fun one just to update together with you. So my purpose, or like what I'm trying to do with this particular travel planner, is to put all of my travel notes in here. And so it will be, I think, a multi-part series just because I do have travel coming up that I want to update and put in here. So it will be several videos. This video will be just me flipping through it and showing you what I've got in here and kind of talking you through some of the plans that I have. So if you're interested, just follow along with me. I'll put a playlist together of the travel plans and some of the videos related to travel, and so it'll be all together for you to view. So let's just jump right into it. I think it'll be straightforward, just me flipping through this. I do have it, as you can see here, on like a very old 2023 work plus life planner. I love these covers for my home binder system. It has worked out really well for them to be together and look really like neat and cohesive, so I really have enjoyed that. And I have like 8 or 9 of them, maybe not quite that many, but like definitely more than 5. And so I do have a one divider in here, and I think one of the things that I want to do in an upcoming video is add a couple more dividers. So I do want like a general information section with like just packing lists and that type of stuff, but then also like break out some of my trips into more specific things. So we'll see some of that as we get into it. So this is for right now just the one divider I have in here. I do have my passport in here, and then I also I do keep my passports in here. This is an old passport. The newer passports I have pulled and set to the side because we are traveling soon, and so I wanted to keep that with like my packing stuff and just kind of putting that together. This is something travel related. It is Swarm, which is like an old app. I haven't done it in forever, since like probably 2020. But these were some of the stickers. It was just kind of like a gamified way of like checking into different locations. So I have that in here. I probably should just get rid of it. I have not done it in forever. And then of course you'll see like random like pages that I've kind of put together. This one was for some ideas for a family reunion. And then I feel like, yeah, I saved a couple of pages. Actually, I should probably just take this out. But these are just blank pages that I put in here just because I was using it for travel planning. This one is a trip that we took. Actually, it was like, I think if I recall correctly, this was like the week right before Disney World shut down for COVID. So we were there literally like 48 hours before they made the announcement to shut down. And so yeah, it was packed. But also like there was of course like a increase in like COVID numbers, and like COVID was like obviously becoming a really big and concerning thing. But we did go to Hollywood and Epcot, and so these were some of the things that we did that were new to us. So that was a lot of fun right before COVID shut down Disney World. This one was during COVID. There was several like Disney bounding challenges, and so Disney bounding is like dressing up as characters in like adult clothes, and so I did several. This one, look at that. And this, I don't feel like I was very much Ariel, but this one I thought was really a nice little match. I was the Carousel of Progress. I love that song. Right. This, we did save up enough money to go on a Disney cruise, and so I started, as you can see here, in 2020 and just saved up enough money. We did book the cruise for 2020, but then it was canceled and we rescheduled it for 2021. So that was, we did actually did do that, but I spent the entire year saving up for that Disney cruise. And then I have a couple of notes. Now these are the things that I'm going to try to like update and create new pages for, because these are kind of old and they're like on post-it notes and things like that. But I've got like random notes here, different things I want to pack for cruises specifically. This one I haven't updated in a while, but I love cruising, specifically with Carnival. And I'm only actually 5 sea days away from becoming platinum, so I need to update this and just kind of like make notes related to turning platinum. We are cruising this year, 2024. So again, want to update this section. I have a Disney specific packing list. Again, I want to update this section as well. And then I started like using like random paper, like outdated planner pages that I've got to track different cruises. So you'll see like cruise notes in here. I did not use them, honestly, so they're just like random pages in here. And one of the things that I did decide, and I need to go back in and just kind of do this, is to maybe use these pages for like travel journaling. So instead of just using it to plan trips on the actual trip, to like paste in things and do that type of thing. But for right now, they're in here just waiting for me to do something with. And then this section is Disney. Disney. It's a classic vertical that I started taking notes for a Disney trip that we took in June of 2023. And so I'm just flipping through it very quickly because mostly it's blank. And again, same thing here. I did start sketching out some ideas for the trip, but I think I'll just continue using it and updating it for our needs. So that way I can kind of see the types of notes that I'm taking for each trip and then just building it out. And instead of like redoing it every single time, I could just use the same notes. So that's just kind of my thoughts for it. And I have like a lot. So that was Disney. And again, you saw it was like fairly rare and empty. Then I have a whole packet here, and I won't flip through it, but basically it's one of those sticker sheet storage holders from the Happy Planner, and I stuck in here all of our applications for US passport. We did get our passports, so this is just the documentation, which I could probably toss at this point because I don't need it anymore. And then here are some notes from a cruise that we took recently. I won't flip through that, but it's just basically the printouts from the email. Again, I try to save everything just so I can have it for our records, but also just to like kind of plan forward in the next couple of weeks to try to fix this to make it look a little bit nicer and cleaner. And then this is my bucket list. I actually love this. I have just written all sorts of stuff on here for things that I want to do, and they're mostly travel related items, like for example, go to the World Cup, go to the Kentucky Derby, visit all 50 states. So I thought it would fit in well with the travel planner here. Some of the ones that are not travel related, I should at some point take off the list. Like the first one right here is write a novel. That's not going to be travel related. So I should create a non-travel bucket list and just kind of remove some of these things. So again, that's on the list of things I want to do to update this travel planner. This is like, I didn't label it, but it's a camping packing list, things that I would specifically pack for a camping trip. And this is a beach packing list. I did actually label that one. And then I did start doing this towards the end of 2023. I was wanting to put together like a travel log with like heavy journaling, like basically like a traveler's notebook style, although Discbound. And so I did not do a great job. I started with like one trip and started taking some notes, but then I didn't add any photos or anything like that. And then that was it. I just did that one page. I saved a couple of, this is just like the Old Town trolley tours from St. Augustine. So I stuck that whole thing in here. This is an envelope that's basically like a die cut, like stamp storage set. And it's actually the perfect size for classics. So I punched that using my arc punch and just stuck the advertisement, like the little, you know, those books that you get like on travel. So I stuck that whole thing in there. Again, I just want to clean out this whole thing. I'm just flipping through it right now. Right, this is cruises. These are notes from our last cruise, which is we took in, when did we take it? November 2023. And then this is the final little set is like notes Go Wild. So this is coming up in April 2024. So my goal is to update all of this by April 2024. So that way I can have my Go Wild notebook ready. And so Go Wild will be in here somewhere. And I could do some planning and memory journaling and all of those types of things for Go Wild in this book. So that's kind of like my motivation for this series of videos. But again, this is Go Wild. I do have a couple of pages that I can show you. Like this one is like the second half of this. So that was there. And then I did purchase a ticket. So this is the ticket that I purchased. And again, I want to like kind of clean this up, maybe put it on like pages, cut out some of those things, and, you know, just do some fun things with it instead of just putting it in here and make it like very functional, which it serves its purpose. It is functional and I do use it. I just also want it to be pretty. So yeah, that's it. It was a very short flip through. Again, I want to endeavor to put together a series of videos updating this particular one. As I said at the beginning, my goal is to update all of my home binders, this travel binder being one of several. So I have travel, I have house, I have car, house and car together, a medical binder, I have a family binder. So I have multiple binders, and some of those are, of course, as I mentioned already, like personal information, private information. But this one I feel like is not as private, not as personal. So I can update this and I can, in the process, keep you on track with some of the things that I'm doing with the other binders. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a very quick flip through as you saw, but again, I hope to have several videos updating this. And so if you have any ideas, even just seeing what I have in here already, if you have ideas for things that I could add or how I could update it, feel free to leave me a comment. I am more than happy to hear you out and incorporate your ideas in here because, sometimes I'm just a functional planner. The creative, decorative part of it kind of eludes me sometimes. So your thoughts and ideas are very, very much welcome. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video, bye guys.